Hey guys, welcome back. Me and David are out here working on Mr. Jones. We are doing some temporary wiring, and see that red wire? That's a temporary wire for the for the coil, and he is dying over this thing. It is temporary. So what we're doing is the FiTech has the main wire, the main power hooked up, and what we have over here is a gator clamp that's holding the wire for the coil and the white wire, which is the trigger on for the FiTech. Everything else is hooked up. We have the black wire run to the negative on the coil, so that's fine, from the FiTech to the coil. And what we've been doing is just kind of getting this thing started to where we can turn the key and try to start this thing tonight. And we have a lot of temporary going on, but we just want to hear it run. So this has no thermostat in it. This is the Chevrolet water neck. It's got the O-ring on there, and it's borderline too small, so I don't even know if that's going to seal.
Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully going to seal. We need new spark plugs. I have to get some cheapos because they didn't have the racing plugs that I wanted, so I need to order the proper plugs, but we need some good just startup plugs, close the gap on them a little bit. We need a heater hose. We need oil. We need to prime the oil system. We need to prime the fuel system. We need to go get some fuel. But yeah, we're going to try to start this thing tonight.
All right, look at there. Anybody want to guess what Alex is doing? Alex is having fun.
Checking fuel lines.
Checking fuel lines. So starting at the back, we're going to work our way up to the front and just start checking, be sure everything's tight, going through processes to try and be ready to try and crank this thing up. Stay tuned.
Okay, so me and David went to the store. We got gas, we got some spark plugs, we just got some Champion coppers for right now. We'll get some better ones later. He's gonna gap them to 35. We just wanna tighten it up just a little bit. Hopefully 35 will be enough for now. And about to start pouring fluids in. I just checked underneath. I think everything's tight, all the pans and everything, oil filter. But oh, and also he put a bypass hose on the radiator, or just for the heater core, because we don't know if we have a good heater core or not. We need to replace that. So just a bypass for temporary. I have the fuel line, feed fuel line off. I'm gonna fire up the fuel pump once we get some fuel in it, and just prime the system, and then hook it to the FiTech. Here's the old ones. This is basically what we're putting in there. We have RC12 LC4.
RC12 LC4, yeah.
Yep, just a stock truck plug. Turbo side spark plugs. They're not bad. Still get to them.
A little bit more of a challenge.
A little wobbly socket, but still gets down there to them. No biggie.
Nothing to it. Adapt and overcome. All right, Alex, what you doing there?
Well, before I go pouring water in, just out of curiosity, I went ahead and hooked the Matco pressure tester up to the cooling system, just to see if we have any just blatant leaks before we go pouring water on the floor. And looks like we're building, looks like we got about 2 pounds in it, so that's gonna tell me that, oh yeah. I mean, we're holding like 3-4 PSI, so it wouldn't be holding if we had a leak. So I'm gonna call it good. We're gonna pour water in it, no coolant. Like I said before, this is temporary. This is gonna have to be replaced. But the reason I want water in there, we're not gonna run it long, but I want water in there so that the FiTech temp sensor has something to read other than air. Too short for this.
So
you hear it? Sounds like it's hitting the, I mean, it's flowing in there, but it sounds like it's hitting the floor and not the bottom of the radiator.
it does. You have to push and hold, for instance.
Yeah. Put the gas in. Okay. So we went and picked up some 93 ethanol-free fuel. Eventually, I want to run E85, but I don't want to leave that stuff in the tank. So we're going to put some 93 in there, and I've already gone underneath, checked the fuel lines, make sure everything's tight, so we shouldn't have any issues here.
Are we dripping?
I don't see anything. So we just got a 5-gallon can, maybe put half of it to start with, make sure we don't have any leaks or anything. It's like when we were putting water in the radiator, it's just hitting nothing. There's nothing in there.
It's crazy, dude. So long to get to this point right here.
The bad part is it's dinner time and we're not quite ready to start this thing up, so we're gonna have to take a little break here.
But we're all hungry.
Yeah, we're hungry.
Maybe
So here's my oil pump drive gear, the end there, and as you can see here, many years ago when I worked at the Dodge dealer, I took one of those and just cut the gear off. Got a piece of rubber hose on here on my drill, so I'm gonna try priming this system.
Yep.
How much?
You got just a little bit. You want to push some through? I think you're good.
It's there.
It's there.
Fuel!
We got fuel. So it was dirty to begin with, but there's proof. We got fuel.
Proof is in the vodka bottle.
Yeah, which hopefully the vodka bottle is really dirty. I mean, everything's new. It's not like it can be dirty.
Yeah, the vodka bottle had rusty bolts in it.
There you go.
All right, David's back there. He just hooked the battery up, and I have the handheld for the FiTech here. So I'm gonna go ahead and go into our initial setup, get this thing engine set up. I don't really know what I'm doing here, but it's supposed to be easy. So anyways, I'm gonna do my initial setup. I'll see you guys back here in a second so we can get this thing hopefully fired off. A little stressed out.
Here we go. I'm gonna look over Alex's shoulder.
Yeah, so we're jumping off a lot of stuff. So here I have a gator clip with the positive for the coil and also the white wire for the FiTech. When I hooked that up, the fuel pump came on until it built pressure, and then FiTech shut the fuel pump off. So what I'm doing now is I got just putting in some parameters.
Basic information. So it's, you know, an 8-cylinder engine, 360 cubic inch. It's all
red
the
limiter.
Yeah, so you just kind of go through basic setup, let it know what you got.
Uh-oh. Got a little, this little button here is kind of meh. I think 5500 about all that motor is going to do, because no cam, stock cam, it shouldn't hardly hit 5500.
Alright, so GoPro footage has been missing on all this. So look at there. You see that? Oh my word. It's really happening.
Here, David. Get ready to pull that.
Yep, Dave. So hopefully a little bit of smoke we're getting here is just stuff cooking off those manifolds. Those manifolds have been sitting up for a long time.
Seems pretty good.
And they got rubbed down with a little bit of oil. Well, I mean, it can't all just be on the live stream, right?
Yeah, we actually forgot to do the regular video that we're supposed to be doing.
We're amateurs.
Yeah, so the GoPro video for this week probably
It's gonna
not gonna be all
suck.
that much.
So for those of you that are on the live, be glad you are, because there won't be much on the first fire video for Mr. Jones.
So guys, it is, what time is it? Woo! Mr. Jones had his first fire up Monday night. Me and David came out here and got some work done, turned the key, and it didn't start. Yeah, so we had some trouble. We did it all on YouTube Live and forgot completely about doing the GoPro footage. We were so concentrated on what was going on with the car, with YouTube Live and all that stuff, that we just forgot to do GoPro footage. So link up here for the YouTube Live. I recommend watching it with the chat replay on, because you can see the guys chat. And what's so important about that is you see the gas tap community is super supportive and a totally respectful group of guys. And man, it's awesome to have you guys through this build. 5 years in the making, and we got it started, guys. So next thing's up, you know, brakes and stuff like that to get it driving. But man, we had some issues Monday night, and you know, it wasn't just get in the car, turn the key and go. It was a battle. So live stream turned out to be 2 hours long, but I don't know, I enjoyed it. It was super fun. Some people were like, why are you doing this live? It's kind of sketchy. The thing is, it was live, and everything that happened is what really happens when you go to start up a car after working on it for 5 years. Car hadn't been on the road since 1990. So it sat from 1990 till 2015 when I bought it, and we have touched every bolt on this thing. So I have to go back through it and make sure everything's gonna be safe before we put it on the road. But it's finally running, guys. It's finally running. I do want to thank everybody that joined us on live stream, and I hope you guys that didn't see it, go visit that. It's 2 hours long. Sit down and enjoy. But it was fun, and I really enjoy all of y'all supporting the channel. And yeah, we're gonna keep going. I'm pumped about it, and we're gonna get this thing on the road. So stay tuned, keep watching, and Mr. Jones is gonna be on the road soon. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you later.